one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Man, what's wrong? You were just sleeping a minute ago.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of
20 yards. I'll go crazy.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow.
Fuck.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams.
Bro, my fault, bro. I'm sitting here rocking my son, my nigga.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to
Unless you want to hear him crying in your motherfucking ear.
But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 51. 6-man. Check curls.
Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
55, Mike.
On first down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I be telling him that every time I get on his shit.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report?
Man, wait till you see that nigga live. That nigga's ugly for real, though.
Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the
You better get this. I want to love you. Pretty young thing.
And gave up the bigger one instead.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well.
Oh, because I got it to where you can.
You said you can hear our voices? I know. That nigga ugly as shit. Disrespectful on his own shit.
2nd and 15 now. Mahomes.
Disrespect the nigga on their own live. Like, hey, fuck this fuck nigga Los.
Inside the 10.
You feel me? Some niggas coming. That's how niggas coming. 100 round drumming. 100 band thumbing.
Last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he
always in the sun.
That jersey, because he had a bad game last week.
No, we love stun.
A bad start to this one.
Oh, that nigga.
He expects.
Give him 3 on
4th down, Lowe's punt.
It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Damn. How unfortunate.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake. Brissett.
Fuck out of here. That shit is sick.
25 yards that time. So now
oh my God, who has the water bottle?
Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line.
Who was that with that water bottle? Who doing that?
Hines. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Who got the water bottle? Like, who the fuck is just making that noise?
From the red zone now.
I bet.
No, he made that.
Zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. Oh, my heart dropped, nigga. Woo.
That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett, throw right side complete to Carter. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
For sure somebody in the world to do it, though.
And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Hey, do y'all pour y'all milk, you feel me, in y'all bowl before y'all cereal, or do you put your cereal first?
The first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert
this
third down to that.
This nigga Lil Mike just said he poured his milk before his cereal. I'll go one person.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be set.
Bro, do y'all put water, Kool-Aid, sugar, or do you put, you feel me, Kool-Aid, sugar, water?
It's a good run blitz. A good run blitz.
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense.
He got that bitch right up the middle.
Lucky bitch. It's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now.
I'm going back to Cali.
The touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Player stats.
Unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception,
nah, it's like you certain player
stats. It does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10.
Ooh, what he win?
Something from Madden, dude. It's like player stats.
Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught by Watkins.
A mile.
For 12 yards into Kansas City first.
I'm investing in real estate.
Because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is
I
actually
see
one of
that
the
play,
safer
right?
things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Oh, you ready? You ready?
Hey, 43, 15. He's not going to get me.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right.
Bitch, not something else for me.
This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. An outstanding Outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs.
Oh.
50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I got 1.7, boy.
His first carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward.
Let's go.
Because he loses a yard or two. And he'll get nothing there.
Ew, this shit weak.
The line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. You go tight. You got tight. Yellow. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Switch up. Switch up. Check.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
This one taken just inside the 10.
The bullshit, bro. This shit makes no sense.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, our attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Brissett. Forced out to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Ron Thornhill. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going.
I'm calling this shit
2
right now.
interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off.
I was going, dude. I'm sick. I missed.
Give me 1 second, bro.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And going deep for Hill.
I just got another pick, bro. I'm sick.
Picked off near the 32.
And
they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Show it up. Show it up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Dumbass, you had a whole player open like
He's
this.
taken down. Emmanuel Agba. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's Hines. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mark 55, Mark 55. Check 13, check 13.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
He dropped it.
Knocked away.
Yes.
It's incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down?
Mike John.
Defense. Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards on 1st down is what you're looking for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
She's steady grabbing it out the printer too. I'm steady putting that shit back.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Flush to his right.
He dropped it.
Complete.
Oh my God, bro.
First half, relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Or don't get to 3rd down in the first place.
Yo, I'm mad he dropped that shit, bro.
KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again.
What the fuck is this team to play like a dickhead?
You on YouTube, Blossa?
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete.
Fuck.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Campbell downfield.
He got that bitch. I'm sick.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Check it back, check it back.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He finds McCoy.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. from the shotgun. It's a give to McCoy. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
He said, damn, Los, what's going on? I'm weak.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because
bro, I'm getting smoked right now, bro.
He's
doing his thing, man.
How about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey.
That nigga said, what? Did y'all niggas really?
Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
This nigga, let's do it.
How about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
25, check 25, check 25. Attack.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Mahomes looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wells. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
57 colors.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They go back to the ground with McCoy. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get...
Third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and
this man a fucking goofy.
And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Gotta know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On 1st down, it's Hines, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams, but when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles. Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ebron caught left side. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
No! That is BS.
Touchdown.
That is BS, bro. That was a pick.
Zach Pascal, his first touchdown on the year.
My nigga folding under pressure.
Bro, I don't fold under pressure at all, bro. I'm not good.
He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
So I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy. There's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Oh, I fucked up. I can't change my camera now.
So we reach halftime.
Let's go, Los.
Fairly one-sided game so far.
He said, let's go, Los. I mean, I'm losing 21
to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Let's go, Los. Come back. Come back, gang. Come back, gang.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Let's go, one more. Tight go, tight go. Hop on. Safety's creeping. Tighten up, tighten up.
They go play action with precision.
Oh, that's BS. I was about to hit that nigga.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He only got a couple on.
Come on, bust it open, bro. No, stay right there. Pick up.
So not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down. Get that flag back. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This will be taken at the 10. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Well, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. He's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Fuck,
From the
why do I got it
27,
like this?
Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Flush to his right. Space to maneuver at the 40. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football, but as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards, great elusiveness and speed, and the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback, but if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Play action now. Brissett.
Oh, nigga in the middle.
It's caught inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Chris Jones on the stop. They go again with Muhammad. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the honey badger, there to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
In the pistol.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
53 is the mark. Bravo!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Oh, I just changed the fucking play up. I keep doing that. I don't know why I keep doing that.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Just go, bro. You good? Just go, bro. Just go, bro. Just go. Go.
And that will be
This
incomplete.
nigga drops every.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense.
That nigga said for everybody that showed up for this nigga. I mean, niggas show up just to watch the joint, nigga. It's not really
But at the same time,
like they thought I was gonna win, nigga.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett.
I know you're not down here driving that fast to where you didn't got our car flipped up. You're a fucking goofy.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Brissett. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. And Vinatieri's kick is good.
Oh, I definitely ran
but
into
hang
him.
on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10.
Ran into that nigga.
From the red zone now, Brissett. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Brissett again. Buying time to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Brissett, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. And now look at this. Big gain by fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is McCoy. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now here's Mahomes.
Oh.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Steps away to his left.
You get off the highway right here.
Outside of the pocket for a
No, man, just go ahead, look up. Go whichever way you gonna go, look up.
Emmanuel Agba. Able to drop in that
Cut,
time for
go up the marks.
second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing
Keep straight.
in a bundle.
Bro, so nobody's playing him?
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward.
Left, stay left. Yeah, no, keep going. Yeah, keep straight. Yeah.
Quick throw here to Hilton. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues.
I'll make this left.
Down. First down throw for Brissett. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll run with Muhammad. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Complete to Hilton. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Damn.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Yes, man.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back.
Bro said, damn.
And here, a loss of yardage.
Cheers.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Race don't travel. Race don't travel.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tonight for McCoy. He's been the workhorse.
Yeah, bro.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a
Just pull it in,
moment
bro.
of silence.
Good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it?
King has fallen. Bro, this is not my game to be playing with, bro. Like, I know I ain't that good at Madden. That nigga said the king is falling, bro. You know my game, shooting games. Shooting games.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Indianapolis, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile,